You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hello and welcome to episode 262 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
I am with your host, Sean Vanderloo.
And you are.
I am not the host, Amanda Vanderleest.
How's it going?
Well, I'm pretty stoned, but I'm good. You?
As we are going to put in the end bloopers, I've tried recording the introduction here 5 times and it's just not working.
Well, that's why I did it.
Yeah, good job, by the way.
I didn't think I could do it, but it happened.
And I'm very impressed. So why are you stoned?
Surgery. I had a total knee replacement done on my left knee. This is surgery, like major surgery, number 4.
Number 4?
Yeah. I've been dealing with this since 2007.
That's a long time.
You're telling me. And convincing doctors at my age, which I know some people think is old, but for a total knee replacement, 47 is quite young.
You're how old?
47.
47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. No!
Wow.
Don't
look a day over 32.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
If you can't hear the sarcasm, just rewind.
Yeah, they can because it's a podcast.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Rewind.
Be kind. Please rewind.
No, not the Blockbuster kind.
No,
oh my
okay,
God. That's
okay.
so outdated.
It is, and half the listeners will not know what I mean. But that's okay. So let's talk about this surgery because it's been 2
weeks
since I've recorded an episode, and so we're due. And it's been quite a while since you've been on the show. Where have you been?
Oh God, Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is about 8.5 hours from here.
And what were you doing?
I was visiting family and friends, staying with friends. I did a lot of horseback riding, volunteering at fairs. They have a fantastic new racetrack up there. For anybody who knows racing, it's modifieds, B mods, A mods, sprint cars, all that, like all of that kind of stuff. It's kind of like our Laird Raceway, but like up about 50 notches.
Gotcha. And so you were only supposed to originally go for what, 2 weeks?
Uh-huh.
And you were up there for almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
COVID.
Oh, you got COVID.
Was one of the reasons.
Uh-huh.
And then just a lot of trauma stuff happened during the time that I was there, and mentally I just wasn't ready to come home.
So it was like a mental health vacation.
Kind of, yeah.
And did it help?
That's yet to be determined. I believe it did help, but I didn't really have time for it to sink in because, honestly, I called Dr. Costain, did my surgery on September 12th. I called Dr. Costain's office on August 30th, and I got the message that said, you know, we're at least 2 months behind because of staffing issues at Superior Hospital, so please be patient. I'll call you when it's your turn. And I was like, I get it. Okay, cool. I'm obviously not having surgery this year because even if they call me in the winter months to have it done, it's not happening. I'll say, go ahead, pass me, go to somebody else on the list. Because I've done this surgery, not this particular one, but pretty major knee surgeries 3 times already.
Right.
Never again will I do it in winter.
How come? The snow and the ice?
Yes, you trying to navigate your way through snow and ice with a walker or a cane or whatever assistance you are using.
Can't imagine that'd be too easy.
It is not even remotely.
So no more winter surgery for your knees.
That's correct.
Okay,
so,
that's fair.
But I got home August 30th. Literally, the 31st is when they called me and said, you're having surgery on September 12th.
Oh, there you go.
And I was like, what? Like, that's 12 days away from now.
Yeah.
So that Thursday, I had to get blood work done. That Friday, I was at the hospital for 5 hours doing the pre-op stuff.
Oof.
5 hours.
That's a long time.
It was stupid. I'm allergic to anesthetic, so couldn't use the anesthetic. So they did a spinal tap instead.
Oh.
And then just twilighted me. So I did get to see some of the surgery because I was awake.
Was it traumatizing, traumatic? Was it fun? Was it weird?
No, it was... I found it fascinating.
You should have taken a film and put it on TikTok.
Meh, not that fascinating.
Not that fascinating?
No.
Okay.
No, I think if I had to show other people, it would be...
Pretty gross?
Well, that and a little bit too real, you know?
Well, you just showed me your knee, and it looks pretty real to me.
It's definitely real, yeah. I think I have, from what I can count, from underneath all the stuff, I've got 25 staples in there.
Fine.
So, yeah, and it's probably, 8 inches?
At least.
Yeah, I would say about that. So, that'll be a fun scar.
Are you going to get a tattoo over it?
I don't know
Like
yet.
a zipper, maybe?
No.
That'd be fun.
No,
Maybe
that
some-
would be funny.
Yeah, fun, yes.
Not fun.
Maybe some wild vines?
Yeah, I don't think so. Again, too cliche. I'd have to think of something that's, not as...
You could have a little clown face ripping out of your skin, coming through.
Yeah, because I'm terrified of those, so thanks.
That would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, waking up to that, not so much.
Okay, but you got your surgery.
And maybe like a waterfall off my knee.
Oh, there you go.
Like the top of the waterfall is my knee,
Yeah.
and then water cascading down from there into a pond where I'm sitting
But plenty of time to figure that out.
having coffee.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So it's been a week since you've had your surgery.
Yes, it has.
You're,
Almost.
You're stoned from your medication,
Yes, I am.
but we're having a podcast session anyway because it's been a while. And you were telling me how much you missed it.
I do very much, yes. And listeners, which I am sure we have many, you've probably heard me on the podcast before, and they probably can't even tell the difference between stoned me and regular me.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Because I'm just as crazy regardless. Now I just have less of a filter,
That's all part of your charm.
which shouldn't be a thing. Less filter for me.
Unfiltered Amanda.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's that scary.
There might be a title in that for the podcast episode. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's
Titles are
it's
hard,
scary.
but we'll figure something out.
Very true.
So you were telling me that you got a rubber knee instead of a titanium knee,
Correct.
and it's the first one in the soup.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, not exactly legally.
Is somebody going to confiscate your leg?
No, I don't think so. My surgeon just kind of snuck the parts in, I guess, and we went with that.
Okay. And the difference between a rubber knee and a metal knee or something else is what?
Well, I already rejected the metal the last time that I had plates and screws put into this knee.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is with the titanium and things like that, there's also metal. Sorry, I didn't mean metal. Cement. They put cement in as well.
To connect it to the bone and
Correct.
whatever.
Yeah. So with the rubber one, they don't do that. So if I need a knee replacement done again, which people say they wear out in 10 to 15 years, this one has a longer lifespan for one.
Good.
For another, he said it's just like going in and changing a tire.
Put you up on the hoist and
Exactly.
swap one out for the other.
And hopefully maybe do an oil change. Who knows?
Everybody can use an oil change from time to
Check
time.
check the wipers. I don't know, maybe do some lifting.
Some nipping and some tucking.
Yeah, why not? If I'm already under, hey,
Go for the whole works, right?
might as well
There you go.
come out a whole new person.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling overall after the surgery?
Like a big bag of crap-a-doodles.
Oh,
Is that a word?
crap-a-doodle?
It is now.
We can make it one.
Crap-a-doodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not great.
Nope. I am doing very well in comparison to a lot of other people.
They gave you some exercises to do.
Oh, God, yeah. I went right to physiotherapy. So if people think, after a knee surgery, you get to relax, you get to whatever, that is wrong. My surgery was on Tuesday. By Friday, I was in physio.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, I'm already walking without a cane or a walker when I need to.
Because I remember earlier in the summer when we went yard sailing, you went and found all the supplies that you could for this surgery that you're having later in the summer or the fall, whenever it was going to be.
That was because...
You got your canes and your walkers and all kinds of different things.
Because I didn't know if WSIB was going to cover it.
Right. But you found all the things that you had, or that you needed.
Yes.
And now you've got it all.
Yes.
And you don't even really use them.
Not really.
A little bit?
A little bit, yes. They were lifesavers in the beginning, for sure.
Well, it's still kind of the beginning.
Yeah, but I meant like the beginning. See, I'm reacting to the medication already.
Yeah, you're very itchy.
So, yep.
And you got bruises all over yourself.
Oh my God. I'm so blood thinners and me do not mix.
Apparently not.
Like at all.
No, you look like like you've been beat up several
yep.
times.
Yep, and poked and prodded, and I kind of look like I'm some kind of a addict because I've got scabs and scars and like everything everywhere. It's just, it's...
And how long do you need to be on these blood thinners for?
Let's see, a week, I think.
Oh,
I'm pretty positive.
So you're
it's
almost
just done. Oh, wrong ones. How many medications can we find on the table today? Okay, so 10 milligrams for 12 tablets, so 12 days. So I should have
About another half week.
6. Yeah, I've got 6 left.
Oh, there you go.
So
Almost a week left, and then you can get back to normal.
well, yeah, okay. No, because the recovery for the surgery is
6 weeks?
at least 6 weeks.
Of
yeah.
course, I bet it is. Yeah,
But
because that's a major surgery.
Oh God, yeah.
They,
Yeah. Oh, you want to pause that?
At the 42 Cast, we want to bring you everything, and that's why we've jam-packed the next few months with as much as we can. You not only get the same reviews, topics, and interviews that you did before, you also get screen reads where we compare a movie to its source material, or role models where we talk about tabletop gaming. It's never been a more exciting time to check out our show. It's your ultimate answer to fandom, geekiness, and everything, so why not check it out? We can be found on most podcasting platforms, and we are a proud member of the ESO network.
And you just got a call from the doctor, so we just put a promo in for another podcast right here on the ESO network.
Oh my God.
And now we're back.
I love promos.
I know you do. They're your
the
favorite.
Best. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah. So what did we just learn from your phone call?
We just learned that I actually got in to see the doctor on this Wednesday to discuss all of the crap that seems to be going on since the surgery. So
Because your pain meds aren't working?
correct.
Because you have a high tolerance?
No,
or...
no, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that's very possible because I'm very good with pain, unfortunately. And that's funny that you brought that up because the physiotherapist is always like, okay, what level of pain are you at? What level of pain are you at? And I'm like, 2. He's like, what do you mean? Most people are at like an 8 at this point. The exercises that you're doing are extremely painful.
Right.
I'm like, I'm sorry, then those people don't know what real pain is. Like, they've obviously not experienced what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And this, yes, it hurts like hell. But would I rate it? No.
No. So basically your pain meds aren't working.
Correct.
And you need to find a better dose.
Or
type.
Or a different type, yes.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's 2 days away, so that's not bad.
No, not so bad.
Can you
But I
handle it?
mean, it's been a week already, so...
And they've not worked at all since the beginning? Oh,
Nope.
jeez.
The good thing is I haven't gone back to drinking. I haven't...
No, because as we learned from a previous episode that you were on, you've been in recovery for the last year and a bit, and that's going well.
Year and 4 months today.
Today, even.
It is... No, yesterday, the 18th.
Oh, okay, because today, as we're recording, it's the 19th of September, and it's the Queen's funeral, and I could have covered that on this episode, but we're not.
Well, that's because everyone else is going to be doing it. And let's be real. There's so many people that don't make it to an age where they get to enjoy their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren and, you know, see their own children grow up. She was like 96 years old.
Yeah, so she got to see a lot.
Exactly. And she died on her own terms, healthy before that. And if not, she hid it very well. And I mean, she was still taking care of herself. She wasn't in a nursing home, in diapers, incoherent, dementia, Alzheimer's, like none of that, right?
There you go.
So I get people are sad. Death is sad no matter what. But I don't know.
And
To
that's
me,
okay.
she lived a good life.
For sure.
And, you know, you've got people who are dying who really deserve coverage because they've been killed in whatever. And all of that is being taken away right now
Because of the Queen's death.
because the Queen is dead.
Right, and we could be talking about how Ukraine is turning the tide of the war and beating the Russians. We're not
Yes.
going to talk about that.
No.
We're talking about your knee, because that's more exciting.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's not political BS and...
It's not. It's not. But the main thing is you're handling the pain, you're recovering, you've got your doctor's appointment that's
Yes.
going to readjust your meds.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you're walking okay-ish.
Yes, okay-ish. I'm getting the stairs okay-ish. My brother-in-law put in a railing. You know, so, and I mean, I'm an expert at this crap now too, right? Like,
Well, sure, this is like your fourth surgery on this one particular knee.
the fourth major surgery.
Right.
I've had 7
Gee.
total.
Okay.
So,
On the one knee.
yeah,
And how's the other knee? Perfectly fine?
I guess
Nothing wrong with it?
it seems to work great. So,
Well, there you go.
I can't really complain.
Good.
What's the point of doing that anyway?
There's no point in complaining because nobody listens unless they subscribe to the podcast.
Well, and they better.
And then they have no choice
Well, yeah.
because that's what the episode is about.
Plus, they're going to miss the promos if they don't subscribe.
And that would be a shame.
Very much so.
True. Okay, so basically, what would you say you have learned that you could share with our listeners about knee surgery or surgery in general?
Okay, it's scary. It is. Any surgery is scary. But if you are living with pain, what's worse? Going through a couple of months worth of pain after you've had a surgery that can fix you? Or going through constant pain that is, without a doubt, going to get worse? Because that kind of stuff doesn't get better on its own.
No, it doesn't.
If a doctor says you need surgery to fix it, you need it. That's one good thing about Canada, right? Like Canadian healthcare, the doctors aren't going to say you need something when you don't, so they make extra money. They don't have to.
True enough.
They don't have to say that shit. Our surgeons are in such high demand, they're not going to say to somebody, well, here, I can make this much money off of surgery, so you need this done. That doesn't happen here. So if your doctor or surgeon or specialist or whatever is saying you need this surgery and you pass all the tests to get it done and all of that kind of stuff, that my recommendation is just go for it.
Good advice. That's good to know.
Well, it's pointless not to. We don't know how long we have to live.
That's true. We don't. It's always a mystery.
Exactly. So quality of life is kind of important.
Yeah.
And if you like doing things like climbing those rocks and jumping off into the water and, like adventurous things you want to do but can't because of an injury or because of a surgery that you need, friggin' just, why wait?
So once your knee is all recovered and you're all healed and everything, you can just be regular again.
That's funny.
No, but if you wanted to go water skiing or mountain climbing, you could.
I don't know.
You have to be extra careful because of, or?
I don't know, because I haven't talked to the doctor about any of that yet.
Ah, okay.
That is my hope.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that that's going to be my reality.
Well, maybe we'll do a follow-up one of these days.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
In the next year or so, once you're all fully recovered and healed. And
yeah, well, you know what? We can do a podcast from jumping out of that plane.
I've always wanted to go skydiving.
There we go.
We could do a TikTok/podcast as we are jumping.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, because like you and me and Melissa, like we could go jump out of a plane. Mackinac does it. They do it in Mackinac.
That's only an hour away, so
yeah.
There you go. Very good. Very good. Anything else we should discuss before we wrap up the show?
Oh, other than people having to, give us more ideas, for one, of what you want to hear, because I don't listen.
It's hard to come up with.
But Sean listens.
So, soulforgepodcast@gmail.com for all the email ideas.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. We don't care. We'll talk about whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
I literally have, like, no shame. So, if you have questions, you've always wanted to ask a girl and don't know
where to turn?
Yeah.
Come to the Soul Forge podcast. We have the answers. As it says in the opening credits, we will guide you through the adventures of living.
Exactly.
But until next time, we want all of you guys out and girls out there in podcast land to take care of yourselves and each other. Find me on TikTok at Soul Forge Podcast. Amanda, do you want to talk about any of your socials?
Well, I haven't done anything with my socials, so no.
All right, we won't worry about that. So, listeners, until we come back again, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, the quickest way to succeed is to start now and figure it out as you go. You can't learn to drive in a parked car. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge Podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, and don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge Podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it.
Hello, and welcome to episode 209. No, not 90. Hello, and welcome to 260. Oh, fuck, I can't do it.
Is it 69?
No.
Is it 70?
Hello, and welcome to episode 262 of the Soul Forge Podcast. Holy fuck. Let's try again.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.